Hey everyone, it's your girl Kiara and I'm back with another YouTube video. On this video, I'm gonna chat through my results of my very first apple cider vinegar and baking soda cleanse. So if you don't know about the apple cider and baking soda cleanse or soak, this is a good video for you. We're gonna chat through what that is, how to do it, and then some key after effects to keep in mind, okay? So I did my ACV and baking soda soaking cleanse about 2 weeks ago. I did it for myself and I also did it for my husband's Locs as well. And the reason why I was thinking of doing this is because I'm gonna be honest, I'm in year 5 and I don't know, just throughout time I've noticed that my scalp has become a little bit more itchy. I'm not someone that really deals with an itchy scalp in general, so it's been kind of newer for me. So I looked into what I can do and then boom, that's what I learned. So when it comes to why some folks go ahead and do this, it really has to do with a multitude of reasons. The one I just said, itchy scalp, right? For others, it may be because residue buildup in their locks that they're trying to get rid of. Maybe they feel like their locks look dull. For example, the soak can help kind of restore life into your locks. It also helps really cleanse a lot of that trapped dirt, debris, gunk out of those locks. Some people do unfortunately neglect their locks and then mildew can even build up in the locks. It gets nasty. This soak and cleanse can help with that. And then again, if your locks are looking dull and you want to just kind of bring it back to life, this can help with that as well. So those are the reasons why some folks will do the apple cider vinegar and baking soda cleanse. So like if you're not already going to a salon and you're doing it yourself, which is like we're team DIY here, you definitely want to make sure you have all the supplies that you need. So I'm going to link some supplies that could help you if you're considering doing this cleanse in the description of this video. But real fast, before we dive into how to do this cleanse, I want to share a picture of my hair right after the cleanse. So as you see, you'll see my hair there right after the cleanse. I honestly felt the impact immediately. For me, again, it was because I had a very like itchy scalp. I didn't feel that way. I haven't had to like scratch my scalp or anything in a while. So it did what it needed to do for me. Now let's talk about the steps. The first step is you want to prepare the base. So you're going to fill a sink or your tub that has the bowl or whatever you're using to soak your head in. You're going to fill that up with water. I highly recommend like filtered water because hard water is just like a problem in itself. I actually got a shower filter. That hard water, it ain't doing us right. It ain't doing us right, especially here in LA. So yes, but go ahead and fill that bowl or whatever with water all the way. And then you're gonna add a half a cup of baking soda with a splash of lemon juice. Now it's really, really important that you stir that baking soda within the water and you wanna wait for it to kind of like dissolve. You want to give it some time because it's not supposed to look super cloudy when you soak your head in there, so keep that in mind. Got your base ready to go. You're going to go ahead and lay back and then you're going to soak your head in that baking soda with that splash of lemon juice, okay, and that water for about 15 to 20 minutes. And you're going to notice, or whoever's helping you with your hair is going to notice that water is going to start looking black. That is all that dirt coming out. Like literally just soaking your head for that time is amazing. Like I was taken aback by how dirty my locks actually were. So once your head is soaking, you notice all the stuff coming out. Depending on what's going on with your individual locks, like maybe if you have a lot of buildup in your locks, you'll start to notice what was trapped in there kind of come to surface. And then you can like literally squeeze it out, or hopefully someone's helping you out with this because it'd be really hard to do this by yourself. So whoever's helping you with your hair, they're gonna look through your locks, kind of audit your locks and squeeze any like trapped debris or like gunk out of your hair or whatever you got going on, get that out. So after you're done squeezing it all out, you're gonna want to do the rinse. Very, very important. Really take your time to rinse your hair. We're not in a rush. Give it at least 5 minutes of just thoroughly rinsing, squeezing that water out. And then after you're done with that initial rinse, you're gonna use your apple cider vinegar, diluted apple cider vinegar spray on your hair and literally spritz your hair all over. And you're gonna let it sit for 3 to 5 minutes. That apple cider vinegar is gonna neutralize the acidity of the baking soda because baking soda is very like acidic. And there's just different benefits of apple cider vinegar just when it comes to detoxing your scalp in general. So you're gonna go ahead and spray from the scalp to the bottom of your locks. You're gonna let that diluted apple cider vinegar, sit on your hair for a few minutes. And then you're gonna give it a final wash. I would use lukewarm water and a clarifying shampoo. You definitely wanna get rid of that vinegar scent because ACV has a very strong smell and you don't wanna walk around smelling like apple cider vinegar. I mean, I personally wouldn't go for that fragrance and I don't think you should either. One thing I will say is after you do that, you're gonna want to condition your hair, and not with like any kind of like fancy conditioner, just like, spritz your hair with water and then add some kind of like jojoba oil or castor oil or like almond oil throughout your hair to kind of restore the oils that have been stripped in the process. We got a lot going on, but let me tell you, if you do those steps the way that I just said, your hair is going to be fresher, it's going to be cleaner, your scalp's going to feel like it can breathe, and it's just helpful for you. And you might even notice a great difference when it comes to the shine and just the liveliness of your locks, okay? So we got to do these things. So we talked about why folks will go ahead and do this cleanse, and we talked about how to do it. Now let's talk about the after effects. Your hair is going to be dry. Hopefully not like the Sahara Desert dry, but it's gonna be a little dry, y'all. So you're gonna have to show your hair a lot of like aftercare and even more TLC. Make sure you're misting your hair more than you usually do. In some cases, there is like chalky residue. And that really has to do with the rinse method. So you wanna make sure you're rinsing your hair thoroughly. Otherwise, you're gonna be walking around and notice like little white specks on your hair. That's something that I actually experienced. So don't let that be you. Get it right the first time. Rinse thoroughly. Now, to say that this cleanse is going to get everything that's been trapped in your locks over the years out is a lie. But what it's going to do after you initially get the bulk of it out, it's going to bring like stuff to light. Like I've noticed like some lint has been pushed to the surface because of this cleanse, and what you do is you brush it out or you very carefully kind of pick it out. Now, to say that you're gonna get every single piece of lint that's ever been in your hair out with this cleanse is a lie. So be patient with yourself, but just know this is something great to do if you want to just bring your locks back to life, you want that shine back. I highly recommend it. I personally am going to start doing this at least once a year. All right, my name is Kiera Cherie. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions about my lock journey, feel free to comment. And if you like content like this, feel free to subscribe or share with a friend who is in their lock journey so we can have healthy locks. Whether you're DIY or you're working with a loctician, there's always things you can do in between to make sure your locks are what they need to be. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Bye.